will literally show you the career that you've been itching, dying, wanting to see.
Time to experience the nooks and crannies of careers with your own 2 feet on.
K-Patch.
With Cedric.
It's a Monday, and what better way to start your week than a fresh take on a certain topic of career with the wonderful Sky Cedi coming into our studio. Good morning, Cedric.
Good morning, Peter.
Looking very summery with the shorts on again, I see, and
Yeah.
I expressed my jealousy last week.
Yes.
I didn't want to be festering green with envy this week, so I'm wearing the shorts
Yes,
as well.
you are, and it looks great on you.
Not the same pair.
No.
No, unfortunately.
A little weird.
Yeah, that would be one leg each or something. It would be cool for the other leg, like shortless, maybe.
I guess so.
Maybe we could make it happen. It would show that we're closer than we maybe need to be. How have you been doing over the past 7 days since I last saw you, Cedric?
Oh, pretty good. Staying inside mostly, so been getting good workouts in and just pretty much editing stuck to the computer.
Oh, goodness.
So it's good to come out to the radio station.
Get some sunlight, some
Yeah.
fresh air and stuff like that. That sounds good. How have you been following the news in the States? Because I think we've been talking about that the past couple of weeks. I saw here in Korea, I think it was on my social media timelines from some news outlets, that the embassy here for the States posted up this big banner, Black Lives Matter, like
Yes.
showing their support for it. I was quite amazed. I didn't realize that was allowed, like to be fairly political, perhaps.
Right. I was very shocked by that and very impressed, to say the least, because I wouldn't have imagined that Seoul would openly support that or endorse that.
Yeah, right.
Especially at the embassy.
It's
pretty
interesting.
cool.
And I was reading some of the articles, and I think the embassy has kind of broken away from the administration a few times to like express certain views that maybe the president doesn't hold. But then I was really horrified to look in the comments section on social media. Like, I never usually do that. You shouldn't do that. It's
Right.
full of just extreme views on both sides, but on one particular side. And I was just like, I was going to respond, and then I saw there were hundreds of them. I was like, just don't even go there. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Have things calmed down a little bit? There's still
Oh,
many
man.
protests?
It's still pretty hectic over there. Just keeping up with the news, different news outlets every single day, really, and just getting, all sides of the spectrum. But, it's still pretty tense, I would say.
There was another killing, wasn't there?
There
Right?
was in Atlanta, yeah.
I was watching the Korean news just as I went to the bathroom on the outside of our studio. We have it pinned up there, and it was saying in many American states, corona cases are now back on the increase, right?
Yes,
So
don't
it's
even
just-
get me started. Yeah, because the state started reopening up, and they're doing it in phases, but now they're starting to see, oh gosh, now they're starting to be a little relapse.
Yeah, I hope that
Yeah.
they can get that under control, because that paired with the protests as well is not a good look for the States, I guess.
No.
Here in Seoul as well, we're still struggling a little bit. I think yesterday was a low of 34 cases when we had around 50 for a few days. So everyone stay cautious. That's got to be the message.
Please.
Today's hashtag is Pyeonshin Transform, and I'm showing Cedric my picture, my weekend wig. What do you think? Blonde curly hair.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like young, hip Ajima.
Young, hip Ajima, yes.
I like it.
Definitely not young and hip for any other category. What about you? If you could change something, transform, could be looks, could be your job, could be anything, what would it be?
Oh, you know what? I would want to transform into the late and great Michael Jordan.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've been getting into his new docuseries on the Netflix.
Yeah,
and,
is it good?
Oh man, for me it's been great. I'm like reliving my childhood dreams.
It's very popular here in Korea as well, I've heard, even among people who are not basketball fans. But yeah, I'm not a massive basketball fan, and I want to watch everything with my wife, so I haven't got her into that yet. But
Sure.
if you tell me it's good, I'll use you as an excuse.
It's great. It's very motivational. So it's been helping me in the gym because he wants to be the best, and hey, I want to be the best too.
Fantastic. That's good inspiration. Yeah, if you could be him for the day, you could clear out his bank accounts
Oh,
as
my
well to
goodness.
Sky Cedis. We're not encouraging that behaviour, of course. Today's topic for K-Patch.
We're going to be talking about refreshing water places here in Korea.
Refreshing water places. So that is quite a big net to throw out there. So where are we
Yeah.
going to travel to first?
Well, the first place we're going to go to is actually an indoor water water place, and it's commonly known as the aquarium. And so that's one of the ways to enjoy the water in the summer through the immersive experience. And so let's take a watch.
This is the aquarium whereabouts?
This is in the L Tower.
Oh, over in Chumshill.
Yes.
I love this place. We had a year membership when we first came here.
Oh, that's cool.
We went maybe twice a month, so I got quite sick of it. That's the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is really part of the immersion experience.
Feels like you're in the water without getting wet.
Yeah. I had to put some dramatic music there too.
It's fantastically produced, this video. You should be advertising this place.
I know. Yeah, they should pay me.
All the fish. Oh, I want to go back. I haven't been for so long.
It's really nice.
Seals.
And this is our favorite part. I guess they're the sea lions.
Sea lions,
If I have my mammals correctly.
I don't,
sea
obviously.
mammals.
Oh, it's like having an interaction with them.
Yeah, it was really cute. Now this is the huge white tank, 25 meters wide.
Oh yeah, you can like sit and sometimes watch feeding time there. It's huge, isn't it?
And then they have this big old beluga whale right there.
Oh yeah, I remember that. He used to play with a little plastic toy in there.
Oh yeah.
I sometimes felt a little sorry for him because he's so big, but I don't know, the kids loved it.
Yeah, we were having some mixed feelings about some of the creatures there, but...
The escalator through the thing as well, and then Sky said,
I gotta brand myself.
I thought the aquarium was branding you there. I thought that was actually there. Seeing that, it does cool you down actually, just looking at the water.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, very blue, and just so I think just that color in and of itself just kind of cools you down.
Absolutely. VTBM saying, I love fish. Noor saying, nice video. I wonder, VTBM, if you're talking about eating it or looking at it, or both. You know, we as humans are quite complex creatures. I have a fish in my little aquarium at home, and I still love eating them as well.
Yeah.
Not from the aquarium, I promise. And Josh Lee says, the L Tower, is that the COEX building? No, COEX is a Samsung station, and L Tower's at Chamshill. Right. And the L one is much newer, although the COEX one, have you been there?
Well, I just went to the COEX building, but and I do believe that there is an aquarium there.
Yeah, there is. I believe they revamped it because it's been there for ages as well.
Oh, okay.
But it's the thing I like about the L Tower one is it's a bit more open than some aquariums where you can feel a bit claustrophobic, a bit too dark. It is like dark, you can see by the lighting, but there's many open spaces like that big tank and stuff. Yeah, so you don't feel too claustrophobic.
No.
Yeah, it looked really nice. It's not the cheapest place to go, I realized when I went the first time.
No, so we were lucky when we went because, as a matter of fact, I think the reason why we went was because there was a promotion going on.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so this was actually a little while ago, this particular video. But so we went in, I believe, half price because it was I think it was a holiday. Okay. A national holiday, so foreigners had half off.
Nice. So how much are we talking roughly?
So the original price is around 31,000 won for adults, and for children you get a whopping discount of 5,000 won, so 27,000.
That's what put me off because I had two kids, and for a while I think it was until 3 Ellie could get him for free, or maybe even 2, and then after that I was like, this is costing us all together like more than 100,000 won. That's why we got the yearly passes, because then it worked out really. I think a yearly pass was about 100,000 won, and if you go more than 3 times you're making your money back.
Yeah, exactly. And, I think some of the things that make it worth it are some of the programs that they offer there.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have they have this ecosystem explanation program. And this is where the aquarius, I believe that's how you say it, the people that work there, they're going to tell you different stories about marine life and the marine animals. For example, there's a special program just for the beluga, the whales, and also for the sea lions, which you saw also. Yeah. And what you didn't see in the video, but were there and present, are the penguins.
Yeah, I think that's as you come up the escalators, there's a gift shop, and then there's not many other exhibitions on that side near the exit, but there's a big old tank for the penguins, right? Yeah. Which is also indoors, which is quite interesting for penguins, but they seemed happy. They were like jumping about and doing all their stuff.
Yeah, yeah. And so they have those sorts of programs, so of course it costs money to run that. Yeah. So I think that goes into the price. And then also different education programs for kids especially, but also for adults.
Yeah, there are some extra paid for things you can do in there, I remember. There was a little like table and chair area for kids where you could paint something, and I think you could also make something out of clay, like some aquatic creatures that you've seen in there.
Right.
And we always don't do those kind of things because I'm like a bit skeptical. I'm like, they're just trying to get more money from me. But one time we went with my kids' friends and they did it. So we're like, okay, let's all do it together. And it took up like maybe 30 minutes and they loved it as well. And then they've got that souvenir for life. It's better than buying something from the souvenir shop, which they make you walk out of, which is not good with a couple of kids.
That's like every theme park, really.
Yeah, it's their jam, isn't it? To make parents stressed and broke, I think. Right?
Right. Yeah. But, speaking of the gift shop, they do strategically place that. But there are also, I believe there was at least one cafe there. It might have been like 2 spots, but I think there was one cafe where you can just chillax and, get a drink and just kind of wait around.
Yeah, and I did see the education program for kids where I think it was for a separate fee again, but they had all these little fish tanks where you could study one particular creature if you paid and then entered that area. And I believe you could take some home with you, which was kind of amazing. We also have a couple of questions, and I believe I can partially answer at least one of these. Sarah says, do they give discounts for disabled people or wheelchair users? I'm pretty sure many places in Korea give it to disabled people. If you've got the appropriate badge or you're in a wheelchair, I think they do. And that aquarium, I've taken a pushchair around there, a stroller, and it's more than big enough to do so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you can definitely go there. And Best Lover says that entire experience for half price and just for being a foreigner. That's quite a common thing in Korea, right? For being a foreigner, you'll get a discount at places.
Yeah, I think especially during holidays. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the water parks and theme parks, I reckon at their not peak times, non-peak times, they'll often give you like 30% to maybe 50% off. And I think it's mainly because a lot of Koreans get discounts through their credit cards and some foreigners don't have access to that, so you can be in luck, Pastor Lover, if you come to Korea. In part 2 we're not going to show another aquarium, right?
No, in part 2 we're actually going to go outside. I'm going to show you a man-made waterfall here in Seoul.
That sounds fun. Maybe complete with fishes like an aquarium, but probably not. Let's get on to our first trek through K-Patch, which is Wobbles Aquarium. We're back for part 2 of K-Patch. This week, Cedric has been dispatched to water features in Korea, like the aquarium that we saw at L Tower. We must say there are other aquariums if you want to visit at COEX. I think there's a big one at Yeouido's Yuksan building, the 63 tower. And you can tell I'm a parent. There's one great one in Ilsan. I've been to them all.
Wow.
And I must say, the Ilsan one is part of the same chain as the Yeouido one.
Okay.
And they also have an indoor zoo there. And on the roof of the building, they have like farm animals. You can ride on the donkey and stuff.
Now that's cool.
Yeah, and you could feed birds like in this little aviary section. You'd buy it out of a little toy egg kind of thing. You put the bird seed on your hand and they come and land on you.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you're scared of birds, but I was until my kids forced me in there. They got me over that phobia.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
quite fun.
Yeah, they're quite brave.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we've got loads of messages coming in as well.
Yeah, so Joshua Lee says he just knew about the COEX aquarium only. Okay, and as you just heard, there are many in Seoul. Yeah, and he also says, I love fishing and fish in general.
Are you a fisherman, Cedric? Have you been fishing before?
Growing up, my dad used to take me fishing all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes, we used to go to either lakes, and also there was this big old dam with catfish.
Oh, wow.
Mainly, yeah. So we used to go there all the time.
Any good memories of catching big uns?
No. But, I was that kid that, I enjoyed spending time with my dad, but I was always afraid of the bait.
Okay.
Like the little worms or
and
crickets and stuff. So
Oh,
I was,
man.
I had a little phobia as well, but those were good times.
Yeah, fishing, I went with my dad a few times. He wasn't as into it as me, actually, by the end of it. And so he'd be like, I don't want to get up at 5 a.m. because you'd go really early, I remember, in the UK.
Yeah.
They said that the fish were more active then. But yeah, it was just the kind of atmosphere of having a chat with dad and stuff like that. That was the fun part rather than nailing the fish. But I'm sure, Josh, you like the fish part. Noor says, do Koreans eat ikan pari? And I had to look that up because I'm not familiar with all the Indonesian language out there. A group of sea rays, which are related to sharks. And the pictures appear that they're really big. We don't eat those. And Nur says, yeah, I've never seen that fish eaten in Korean movies, dramas, or variety shows. But we do eat smaller ones known as hongo, which are apparently, according to the dictionary, like a skate or just a normal little ray. And Cedric, we were talking in the song break, you've seen them as like a banchan from time to time, a side dish, right?
Yeah, I tried it one time.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan.
I've also tried it once and not really a fan. And they also have the hongo, which is in the kind of, what is it? It's like fermented and it's really strong smelling. And in that case, you often have it with, I think, some pork meat. And that's like a delicacy here. But again, not the biggest fan.
Yeah. Vicky, she says, from El Salvador, we don't have aquariums. But she says ours look cute.
Really? Not at all?
Wow, that's crazy. The whole country.
I would have thought every country has at least one aquarium, and I am now going to fact check you on the internet and see.
Not that we don't trust you, Vicky.
No, it does come up with an aquarium in Coex for some reason when I search El Salvador. But yeah, that might not be a thing. You should start one, Vicky. I'm sure it would be good money, good business.
Absolutely.
Sid T also says, I like fish, but only on my plate. I'm sorry for not being too funny. But no, that's a thing, right? Fish. You have your allergies to certain seafood, Cedric. What about fish?
Fish, not that I know of. I think I can eat pretty much any fish.
Fan?
It's usually like third or fourth choice. if I have a choice between meat and fish.
It's down on the list.
Yeah, but I can enjoy good fish. Sushi I like.
Yeah, that is tasty, isn't it? Good stuff.
And Siska says, wow, the aquarium is cool, but I don't really love to explore the indoor aquariums like SeaWorld and others. So it sounds like you might be more of an outdoor type of person.
Yeah, the outdoor ones are amazing with like the killer whales and stuff like that, but I think they've banned that now, haven't they?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of ethical issues with that.
There's one in Seoul-land just across the way, and I think they used to have a big dolphin show there that no longer happens, so you can still see some fish but not any of the shows because like we said, the ethical problems are hard to navigate. Getting on to our second K-Patch video, you talked about a man-made waterfall.
Yes, and this is called Hongjaechan, and it's in Seodaemun-gu, and it's a huge man-made waterfall, so let's watch.
Oh, in Seodaemun-gu. I don't often venture out that far. This is in Seoul, right?
This is in Seoul. It's quite near where I live, honestly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this is the path towards the
rural.
waterfall.
Oh, the little fish is in there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So if you don't want to pay for the aquarium, go to the stream here.
Right.
And that's quite common to have those kind of stepping stones. I like that.
Throughout Seoul.
It's adventurous. You feel like, I shouldn't be doing this, but you're highly encouraged to.
Yeah, I'm scared someone's going to fall one day.
A water wheel as well.
There's also a hiking path.
Nice dancing from Becky. So this is the path up to it?
Yeah. So it's pretty much on our right. You'll see it in a second.
I don't know about this place. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a man-made one.
It's a man-made one.
And it looks like it's kind of natural coming over what I assume is an actual mountain, right?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know how you make a waterfall, but...
I'm guessing they need to pump water to the top there, right?
Right.
To have it coming down all the time. That looks cool. Wow, that's a big space.
Yeah, a lot of seating areas, and there's also seating areas below the deck that we're on right now.
That looks absolutely lovely. Because when you said man-made waterfall, I thought you were talking about something really small and piddly and not impressive at all. Right. We have some in other places in Seoul as well, where it is really, you can tell the rocks are man-made as well. It's just like a little fountain. That's quite impressive. Wow.
Yeah. And some interesting facts about this. I mean, it's literally 25 meters high and 60 meters wide.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big space, isn't it? So they must pump water to the top and have it come down at different angles there.
Right. And I don't know if you guys caught it, but in the actual lake part, I guess you call it a lake, I don't know, but there's little things that are sticking up, and those are actually man-made fountains.
Oh, brilliant. So you have the waterfall in the background and sometimes the fountains running in front.
So you get a little show there, and so the fountains run, they're in operation for about an hour between 12 and 5. I mean, that's the information that I got. I don't know when it actually is in operation, but...
Yeah, I've seen many fountains here. They'll maybe run on the hour for like 10 or 15 minutes because you don't want energy costs and the environment we've got to think about too. There's got to be a balance there. But that really, I've not known something like that exists in Seoul.
Yeah, and
pretty
it's
cool.
I had no idea, and it's so close to me. And here's another cool thing. In the winter time, because it's so cold, I mean, you would imagine you can't really have a waterfall man-made,
it would
right?
freeze, right?
Exactly. So what they did was they make it into a big ice wall in the wintertime.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
They just do that and have it as a little thing to go and see as well.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, isn't it? You can go and check that out in Seodaemun-gu, which is the northern part of Seoul, right?
Yeah.
Not
yeah,
too
a
far
little
from
above
Hongdae.
Mapogu.
Okie dokie. Yeah, because we have a real waterfall, but it only runs after it rains just near us in the Sadang area. It comes from really quite high mountain, but if it doesn't rain, there's no water whatsoever, so you wouldn't know unless you go like a day or two after rains.
Right.
That is the Hongjaechon waterfall there. Fantastic.
Yeah, and the cool thing is it's so close to the main road. And so you're going to see people there that are just on their morning walks and they just pass by the waterfall.
It's not like a destination you have to travel specifically to. You can go on your way somewhere as well.
Yeah, exactly.
That bit that you climbed up to, was that like part of an overpass or something like car road? Or?
Yeah. So there was a bridge right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big old overpass. And so that's how close it is to the road. And so I would imagine on the overpass, if you're driving on top of it, you should be able to see the waterfall.
Cool. Josh Lee says, that place I seen, that waterfall, I'm sure, on Ibak Il, which is the 2 days, 1 night program, very famous here. They apparently climbed the frozen waterfall. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but maybe, Josh, that's quite amazing. And Zara says the second video, that's the best video so far on K-Patch.
Oh, wow.
Quite big words. So next week's going to be tricky for you, Cedric. You've got to live up to it.
So much pressure.
And it looked like they had an area of like sand in front of that lake.
Yeah, it was a very small area of sand.
Where you could people like walk on that area? Did it look like it was open?
I think so, because Becky and I, we wanted to take some pictures, and so she started just going down there. She's so brave. She doesn't care what anyone thinks. And I'm like, can we go on here?
Apparently so. It looks
no one
kind
said
of
anything.
open. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are many sand like pits in Seoul at playgrounds and stuff for kids to like play in.
Yeah.
And you and Becky obviously as well, tailor made. And he said, did you say the Seodaemun area? Yeah. So I think that was talking about the West Gate in olden times. Seodaemun, Dae being big, Seoul being west, Moon being gate. And that area is famous for a prison that I believe was used during the Japanese imperial times. And I mentioned earlier, I watched the film Miljeong yesterday, and I think the prison was in the video. It's been turned into a museum, if you want to see it. Let's get on to another track now. Perfect for this one, Chung Se-eun's Waterfall. We're back for part 3 of K-Patch. Cedric in the studio talking about water features, places to see the water here in Korea over the summer. We've been to the aquarium and the man-made waterfall as well. And lots of reaction on VLive too. Hyun Igyu Joji says, wow. And Jules saying, oh, it looks so pretty, amazing and awesome. But please, everyone, stay safe. Wear your mask, everyone. Yeah, and with the summer, it's a bit tricky to keep them on now because it's so hot, but try your best to do so.
Yeah,
right?
we've got to. Kevin Leonard says the staff at the New England Aquarium in Boston are often involved in the rescue of stranded marine animals and sea turtles as part of their conservation mission.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not sure how many animals in the aquariums here are like rescue animals. I'm not sure if that happens because a lot of the aquariums, like we're saying in Seoul, that's not that close to the coast, right?
Right.
They do have one down on Jeju-do Island, which maybe they do more rescue. That would be a kind of cool thing. Sarah says from Ireland, it looks so cool and calming, the waterfall. And that's the thing. That's why we're showing you these videos. It's not necessarily you jumping into the water literally, but just watching it when you see the water fall down. That's why fountains are great. We got one on the road by us at Arirang, and it just cascades down. And even if you're in your car, you feel cooler just looking.
Right. And in addition to that, it's the sound. It's like an ASMR experience live.
Yeah.
It's just that waterfall is just so calming.
Yeah, as long as you don't need the toilet, then it can kind of make it more urgent.
Absolutely. Siska says, whoa, nice place, Cedric. I should check it out next time. I've never been to a waterfall in Seoul, only in Jeju, which is the Cheonjiyeon waterfall.
That's one of the most famous ones in Jeju-do Island, and we were looking at photos, and you've been to that one as well, Cedric.
Yeah, during my first trip to Korea, years before I moved here, I remember going there and got a nice picture because there's a little spot where you can kind of climb down the rocks and get a nice picture. But I remember there were so many people waiting for that photo.
It is one of the most popular tourist destinations, I reckon, in Korea, full stop. It's part of the UNESCO Global Geopark there, Cheonji-yeon Pokpo in Korean. But it looks stunning. You can tell why it's popular, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It looks like something out of a historical drama that probably hasn't changed for thousands of years. Annie Colo also saying, wow, the waterfall is beautiful. Yeah, especially because it looked kind of natural, right? You wouldn't maybe know that it was man-made unless you realise that the mountain's not so high, so where is all this water coming from? It looks stunning. I love it, because the one in Sadang and around Isu, they look really man-made, and they're quite tired and old now, so you're not getting the wool pulled over your eyes at all.
Right.
Part 3, we got some listener content to show you guys as well. We're going to start with the aquarium sent in from Sarah in the UK. And, what's that? Is that a little turtle?
I love little turtles. You know, I had a pet turtle growing up.
Really? Are they easy to keep?
They
not
are,
too
actually.
high maintenance?
No, I had a very little one, not one that size.
You say this is actually the garden centre in Wembley. I think Peter might have heard of it because I live very close to Wembley. Yeah, I think I have. And that's where you often see like aquariums where they're selling the fish and stuff. And that's a good way to kind of not be sneaky, but get like a free aquarium experience. Just go to the garden centre, pretend like you're perusing the fish to buy, and just take a look around. Your son looked very happy taking a look there. Here in Korea as well, those kind of turtles / terrapins, I've seen them in some ponds, like just let loose, I assume, as pets, and now they're thriving there. The Yongsan Gajokgongwon, which is just near the National Korea Museum, has a really big one, like the size that you just showed us there, always sitting on a fountain there. And I'm always like, is that native to Korea or maybe been released by someone? Doesn't that happen in the States sometimes? Like, people release like baby crocodiles and you find them in the sewers, like on this odd news story from time to time.
I don't know about crocodiles, but, you know, actually that pet turtle that I had, we did release it into, I think it was a lake, or I was like in an elementary school. I was very sad, actually.
What happened? Why did you have to get rid of it?
My mom's sister, my imo, actually convinced us, the turtle should not be living in this aquarium. Not aquarium, but in this, what do you call those? The little
fish
tank. Yeah. My English is not working right now, but yeah, and so she convinced us to release it into the wild. So yeah,
that's a shame.
So maybe Spike is out there somewhere if he's living to be
thriving,
20-something years old. Yeah,
like got grandchildren by now. Here in Korea, we don't have garden centres, Sarah, so you wouldn't see those fish being sold there. But they do sell them at like bigger supermarkets or marts here. You'll just maybe randomly find a whole section of them, right?
Just like tiny little fish.
Yeah, and then you can raise them at home if you like. It's fairly popular, I believe. We've also got Yin with a video. This is from the Osaka Aquarium that you went to 5 years ago. Oh, this looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It looks very professional. There's the tunnel. Obligatory, it seems, that is.
Yeah, wow.
What is that?
It looks like brain neurons.
Jellyfish or something? Their largest tank is 9 meters. In your face, Osaka. Did you say 25 meters?
25 meters.
And it's really tall as well, that one
is.
at the L Tower. I've seen them do feeding there, and someone gets in with like scuba gear there and feeds them. Seals at the Arctic zone. Otters as well. Do they have otters in the L Tower?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I can't remember.
Definitely at Ilsen they do.
We didn't have that, though.
Yeah, that looks like a real jaw of maybe a shark or something. That looks pretty cool. But to be honest, L Tower, because it's pretty new, its facilities are really nice, right? And everything's quite polished there, and nothing looks too old or tired. But you know that whole tower, it's like 100 and something floors, so that's in the basement. When they first opened it, there was a bit of leakage from some of the tanks, and so people were scared that it was just going to break open. They had to like fix it all up. But I think now, perfectly safe. Don't want to put you off going, especially if you get 50% off for being a foreigner.
Exactly.
And B from the States said, this is for Cedric and Peter. I'm sharing a water feature that's in my garden. Really?
Oh, wow.
You've got like a running stream in your garden.
That is the best.
Oh, and the sound. Oh, that is cooling, isn't it? That looks really impressive. How did you make that?
So is that in your backyard, or?
Yeah, that's what Anne's saying. And And yeah, that is where it is. Relaxing listening to the water is what you say. That is so relaxing. And your yard looks like it's out in the, I don't know, just in the outback or something, like lots of land.
I think when I'm older, I want a house with a nice little yard and stream like that.
Like a little water feature.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to walk in there, Anne? I wonder. That would be kind of cool to cool off the feet.
That,
yeah, surely. Might be a bit slippy. And you say your dog often cools off in the water feature as well. That's nice for the animals. Last up, we got Siska from Indonesia saying this is a waterfall, the first one in Sewu or Grojogan Sewu in Solo, and it means thousands. We need to hike 1,200 stairs to get to the top. The second waterfall is at Tiu Kelep in Lombok. That seems really high, doesn't it? Wow. And then that's the Jakarta Aquarium. That looks nice. That looks more along the lines of the L Tower one as well. Although it doesn't seem like we've got photos from inside, but still absolutely lovely. Have you got any plans to go to any water places over the summer, Cedric, to actually cool down?
Well, you know, I do have plans to actually visit Jeju.
Oh, nice.
I was going to visit last month, but it didn't work out scheduling wise. And so in the summer, I think I'll definitely make a trip down there.
Oh, that's great, because it's surrounded by the sea, obviously, a popular summer destination. And here in Korea, we have opened up the air routes down there, hotels are open and stuff like that. Everyone is taking precautions, but yeah, maybe it'll be cheaper than usual, because I don't think there's as many tourists going down.
Right, so I'm going to definitely take advantage of that. And so I'll let you guys know before I go.
Ooh.
That way maybe you can dispatch me down there on a certain something. Yeah,
we could have a Jeju Island theme one week. And we'd love your suggestions every week for K-Patch. So what do you want to see about Korea? We did the whole banking and the supermarket episode thanks to you guys, and you were really into that. Sarah was saying June is like LGBT month, and she was wondering if we could do something along those lines, but I don't know exactly where we'd have to film for that, Sarah. If you have any suggestions, then do let us know, because the rights for those groups of people has got much better in Korea over the past few years. Maybe we could film something along those lines. Cedric, thanks for coming in.
Oh, no problem.
Stay cool, and we'll see you next Monday.
See you next week.
All right, let's play a song request from Faz. You've asked for Swear, 기사의 맹세 by Elast.